is your First Alert 5 weather with Alan Rose.
And welcome back, everyone. This is a winter wonderland, but it was taken this morning by our News 5 crew out there in Woodland Park. You could see that it was sticking to the vegetation, the grassy surfaces, some of the cars and rooftops. Didn't get any accumulation on the roadways. That was to be expected due to just how warm things have been here. It is middle of June after all, and in just a few days' time at Woodland Park, we're going to be back into the 70s. Could even see some 80s across Teller County heading into early next week. I want to show you a side-by-side comparison, but we'll go photo by photo, if you will, from also Teller County. This is fluorescent sent in by David K. Johnson, and this was off his deck this morning at 9 a.m. Look what happens here as I advance this photo. Poof. Almost all the snow gone by 2 o'clock. And even at that time, temperatures really weren't that warm yet. They were still in the 40s before we got up into the 50s, but still such a high sun angle, so much daylight this time of the year as we head towards the solstice. That's going to melt away the snow rather quickly. Now that system in question that brought the rain, the snow, and the wind, you can see it's clearing out of the eastern plains tonight. A lot of heavy rain out there across parts of Kansas and Nebraska. Some spots there could pick up more than 2 to 3 inches of rainfall overnight tonight and into the day on Wednesday. Here at home today in the Springs, 67 degrees the high after a morning low of 39. It was chilly this morning, and we're going to be cold again heading into your Wednesday morning. Pueblo today 46 and 70, but the low and the high below average for this time of the year. Right now, as we check out temperatures across the region, we have mid-60s in the Springs, nice and mild out there this evening. 72 in Pueblo, 70 La Junta, 57 Rye, and also seeing some 60s down to the south in Trinidad and Walsenburg. Most of the strong wind is gone from the I-25 corridor. Still breezy in some spots and still some leftover wind on the backside of that low out into the eastern counties. Now, as I look at the FUTURECAST into your Wednesday, again, chilly out there in the morning hours. If you haven't put the plants and vegetation back outside because of the wind and the cold, just wait one more night for me. As we make our way into the afternoon, lots of sunshine. That's going to help to boost temperatures at least 5 to 10, maybe 5 to 15 degrees from what we saw today. Model does want to pop a few clouds over the mountains, maybe an isolated shower across some of the western mountain ranges in southern Colorado. I think most of us, though, should stay dry. And with the cold air in the forecast, we do have a freeze warning in effect, 2 to 8 a.m. for the San Luis Valley. Overnight lows here could drop down into the upper 20s in some spots. So looking at your Wednesday forecast, we'll be into the 70s in the Springs after highs today only in the 60s. For Pueblo, we're going to make it back up into the 80s. And as high pressure builds in and brings us some warmer temperatures, we also look ahead to really minimal rain chances, at least through Friday in the Springs, but we're back up to around 30% on Saturday. For Pueblo, not really seeing much of a rain threat through the end of the week, maybe a few isolated storms by the upcoming weekend. So here's a look at these cold overnight temperatures. You'll want to bundle up as well if you're out early tomorrow morning. 34 in Monument, down to 33 in Woodland Park. Highs tomorrow jump up nicely. And yeah, it's just the beginning of our next warm up. After all, we're making our way much closer to summer here in the Northern Hemisphere. In the Springs, 80s are back Thursday, Friday. Upper 80s to near 90 for the rest of the forecast period. Pueblo, we saw 70s today. Back to the 80s Wednesday and Thursday, but hot again with just a weak storm chance in Pueblo County making our way into the weekend. Canyon City will see refreshing 70s Wednesday, but warmer and even hotter temperatures in the extended forecast. And for Woodland Park, the snow melt is on its way still this evening. By tomorrow morning, we'll be down to the 30s, but warming daytime highs and overnight lows in the extended forecast. Back